no makeup, because it is what it is today. And I presume we're all okay with that. There are people dying. I heard that song. When it's time to lend a hand, the greatest gift of all. Yes, pretending. Pretending day by day. That's yeah, we can't pretend. God's great big family. Love is all we need. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, so this station is on this station because I was listening to my other music and my other channel, and it just turned into Christmas time on my black ass. So that ain't gonna work out. So then I went through the music, all the other music channels, and my throwback R&B was on some, I don't know, it's on some fuck girl shit. So I was like, nah. So I was like, I know it's like 100 music channels. It got to be something. So I started scrolling through, and I was like, oh, I forgot all about these, the oldies and the actual decade focused music. So I went to the 70s, 80s, and 90s. I don't know if that's glitter hanging off the end or actual hangnail. Either way, it has to go. Be right back. Yeah, I learned doing my own nails that you don't have room for no kind of snaggable nothings. I'm going to continue to drink my sorrel when I want to drink my sorrel, and y'all gonna know it's sorrel, and I'm gonna know it's sorrel. How many people gonna run through and try to police my grown ass about drinking? I think that will speak to what this nation is made of. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and say in this video, because most of them might not watch this video, and if they watch this video, they ain't gonna make it through this far. They ain't gonna know what we doing. So yeah, there are gonna be times where I'm gonna be waking and baking, but I'm gonna have my sorrel with me and let people think what they want to. I'm not gonna correct nobody, except for someone who presents their stance like an adult. I'll address them. Or if I just want to make somebody look stupid that came through policing me. Y'all know me. I'll agree with them. I'll be in the comments like, you know what, you're right. I really need to seek Jesus about my alcoholism. Because you know Americans be American and you can't stop them. That's like some of y'all be trying to tell the trolls basically to don't troll. Well, what they gonna do? That's their job. That's the only thing that makes them feel valuable. Girl, let them do their thing. I be team troll. Team troll. Get down. Come through trolling some shit that I posted that it's just truth. But you know, colonized minds have to read stuff with opinion. Because I have opinions. If when I'm speaking the truth versus my opinion about said truth, and you get triggered because hit dogs will holler, then what I'm gonna do? Besides watch you be triggered. I'm just gonna watch you go through it. I might poke you a little bit too to just to entertain my audience. Cause they'll know what the fuck I'm doing. Be fucking with you guys. Why not? You know? Life is short in its most literal sense in this era. Man, I was so white in the 80s as a little girl. Ooh, my little colonized baby girl, indigo baby indigo self was. They had me into that music. So yeah, I figured I was, whenever I'm around the house doing things and I have my ancestral dupes and tricks, then I'll just share them. I'm just going to share them in little bitty tidbits, and then I'm going to put all the tidbits together and then upload them in. I was just thinking I should be compensated for these types of ideas, because I would hate to see one of these little sociopaths gather up my ideas and just ball out on it. However, if a young man or young lady takes them and collects them and balls out on, and that person balls out on them, I'm good with it. It's just the character of the person that makes a difference. But the person most likely to steal ideas and do that is a sociopath. So I'm trying to think if I should not at least charge for those videos, because it's a lot of cute little random gems I'm gonna be. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing, because that way, only the people who are genuine and who stick around will benefit. So yeah, I was about to package up some things, because y'all know I'm selling my entire closets, all of them. Okay, I don't need all these rooms of closets of things, so I'm selling every item. The designer stuff, I have no need to represent none of those brands. The Monopoly items, I'm selling everything, except for everything I don't want to sell. But in general, you know, like if somebody was asking me, because they heard that I was selling my clothes, and they were like, I guess they couldn't believe it, because they heard I was selling my clothes, and then they heard that I was selling my clothes, like every stitch, not drawers, of course. Like, I'm selling all my stuff. I don't see myself at no kind of major awards situation anytime soon. And if that happens in the next, it's not gonna be for the next handful of years. And by then, I could have gotten a new outfit to wear that fits whatever body, a fine ass body I hopefully have developed by then. We don't need these things, but I do need money, and I want to get that money without taking advantage of other people. And so, in doing so, people will get what they want without me pushing it down their throat, and me not going around saying, hey, y'all, I'm selling my shit. But if somebody's interested, seems to be interested in my style, hey, y'all, I'm selling my shit. Not even kidding. So if you see me wearing something beyond this pandemic situation from this point forward, if you see me wearing something that you would like to have, or if you're a dude and you see me wearing something that you would like to have for your girlfriend, and your girlfriend is not insecure about pre-owned merchandise, I'm selling it. I'm selling everything. I'm starting a new roll of tape, and before I put it in the dispenser, it's too thick to go in there right now. I need to use some of it. And so while I'm using it in its fresh form, you know, they give you a place to start the tape, obviously. But once you've used the tape and this is no longer, you have all this tape that connects back to the roll, and it makes it difficult to find the starting point the next time. What I do is I take old bread ties. Girl, what else you gonna do with them? I take old bread ties. I use the regular ones like this, like the pipe cleaner style, the bread ties, and those little short ones. And you know, I tie up, again, those of you who have been around, y'all gonna get all of it. Y'all gonna understand all the gems. I'm just gonna talk like you know, because those who don't just won't. You know, you waited too late. Hopefully you can go in the back, catch up, or just start from this point and learn as much as you can, girl, because ain't nobody got time to go to babysit no more, because life is short. You waited too long. You were too colonized for too long, and you didn't want to listen to nobody when they tried to tell you the truth before, but at least you're doing it now. Good for you. I'm here with you from this point on, as long as you are sincere, genuine. What the hell? As long as you are genuine. So I use these bread ties. I use the other bread ties for my stem stew, for my citrus stew, for my stem stew. I call it citrus stew, but I put stems in it. Y'all know what the fuck. Again, I'm going to start talking to everyone like you've been around for a while, because the people that have been around for a while are the people that I'm really focused on. I'm one of them people. I'm going to always remember who knew me before I was known. There's a reason I've never dealt with backstabbers in my track history of friendships. There's a reason why I've never had any disrespectful, dishonest, cheating ass fuckboys in my track history of relationships. I've never not dated anyone who was an amazing human being. So what happened to my couple of exes that I had before, Mr. You asked? I decided it wasn't a life I was going to live. I wasn't in love. I loved them because they were men worthy of love. And they loved me. I did never not date anybody that didn't think that I was going to be their wife. I'm going to let that sit with y'all, because I know y'all think that's crazy. You think it's impossible. Ain't no way she ain't had one fuckboy to play. And no way she didn't get played by somebody. And the thing is, it's like what I just told you about trolls. You gotta let them do their thing. The thing is, I can't convince you of anything else, and I don't even want to. I don't want to convince you. I don't want to have to work to convince you that you don't have to be miserable in your life by choosing miserable people to share your life with. Would I look like breaking a sweat to convince you of that? If you are not convinced and you believe there's no such a thing, then bitch, for you there is no such a thing. And I'm okay with that. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all be talking about people are haters. Like, our life is going to be better if you make better choices for yourself somehow. I'm not encouraging you to do better for me. I've made my choices, and I love the people who I've chosen in my life. It's not me that's going around with story times about how my best friends always stab me in my back. It's not me going around with a story time that I'm masking as a cautionary tale so you don't make the same mistake. I didn't do that shit because I saw those mistakes being made around me by the bitches in my life and around me, and I was like, guess what I'm not gonna do? Guess what kind of people I'm not gonna have in my life? But y'all did it anyway. You said that you wanted people with character, but then you let your procreators and the media and the government and the system and the Hollywood teach you to aspire to have popularity and money, and that's all that was important. So you get what you get. Did I tell you? Yeah, so these bread ties I use, and once I use the tape, I just put that on the corner like that, or you could put it in the middle too. But once I get that end off, I'm gonna cut it off just for the sake of having done it. So I cut the starter end off, put the bread tie here after I've used the tape, and boom, the tape is started for the next juice. And you don't waste tape, because you could peel the bread tie off and still use that. Before, what I did was fold the corner. I know most people fold the corner. I've always done that as well. But when you fold that corner, like, that piece of the tape is kind of not usable, which is not a big deal. Nobody trying. I know y'all don't realize how deep we are in this depression. Y'all feel like don't nobody need that little piece of tape anyway. Well, don't do this. Don't use a suggestion. It's easy. If my advice is not applicable to you, it's not going to be helpful, it's not going to save you any time or energy, it's not practical for you, don't take it. And don't use it. Be advised not to be advised by me if my advice to you is useless. You're welcome. Glad I could be of assistance to you. So there's some advice you can use. Don't take my advice. But for the rest of y'all, there's an easy way to get your tape started once you've started your tape and lost the end. Boom.